我要打10个。見てみたいもんですな。小心。
Hello friends, today's story is about Ip Man. He is Bruce Lee's master. Ip Man is a very low-key person and does not participate in external martial arts competitions. He only concentrates on practicing Wing Chun at home. The story takes place in Foshan, China, which is known as the capital of Chinese martial arts. During this period, martial arts were flourishing, and various schools often competed to showcase their skills. One day, a martial arts master named Jin came to Foshan with the ambition to establish his own martial arts school and gain fame. He challenged each of the local martial arts masters, defeating them one by one. While enjoying a bowl of noodles, he learned that the most skilled fighter in Foshan was Ip Man. Despite Ip Man's formidable skills, he was humble and preferred to avoid conflicts, choosing instead to spend time with his wife and children. Determined to prove himself and gain recognition in Foshan, Jin decided to challenge Ip Man directly, invading his home to force him into a fight. Ip Man, reluctant to engage in combat and upset his wife, initially refused to fight. However, after Jin insulted him and his family, Ip Man's wife encouraged him to teach Jin a lesson, as long as it didn't damage the furniture. To everyone's surprise, Ip Man defeated Jin after several rounds, forcing him to leave Foshan in anger. Following this fight, the people of Foshan became inspired to learn Wing Chun, Ip Man's style of martial arts. However, in 1937, the outbreak of the anti-Japanese war, Foshan fell, and the Ip Man's family mansion was also occupied by the Japanese army. He was forced to live with his family in a rundown house, facing hardships and selling off valuables to survive. With no other options, Ip Man sought employment but found all positions filled. He eventually found work in a coal mine, beginning a new life as a coal miner. One day, while working in the mine, a group of Japanese soldiers arrived, seeking challengers to spar with. The translator next to the Japanese military officers. Sano was actually Li Chao, the former Foshan patrol captain. The martial arts competition rules: whoever can defeat them will get a bag of rice. Gold Digger Wu thought he could give the Japanese a good beating, so he came to the fighting field with a few others. Because the Japanese general Sun Pu was a martial arts fanatic, he rewarded the winner with white rice and invited the Chinese to the fighting field to compete with the Japanese soldiers to observe Chinese martial arts. At this time, the workers were already suffering from hunger and cold, and a bag of rice was very important to them. They all enthusiastically signed up to participate in the competition, and one of them was Ip Man's good friend Wu. After several rounds, Wu and the other miners were defeated by the Japanese soldiers. However, Wu's intention was not solely to win the bag of rice but to hit a Japanese. Tragically, Wu was killed by the Japanese soldiers during the match. The following day, the Japanese soldiers came over again to find someone to compete in martial arts. Ip Man asked the translator Li Chao why Wu didn't come back and whether he was dead. In order to find Wu, Ip Man went to the fighting arena to check. As soon as he entered the arena, he saw Master Liao being shot dead by Sato because he could not defeat 3 people. Filled with anger and grief, Ip Man declared his intention to fight and challenged the Japanese soldiers. Determined to stand up against their oppression, Ip Man shouted angrily, "I will fight." When he came up, he shouted that I was going to beat 10 people. The Japanese general, Sun Pu, admires Ip Man's kung fu very much and expressed its expectation to fight Ip Man. But then, Ip Man seemed to disappear mysteriously, and the Japanese officers searched everywhere, but could not find Ip Man. The Japanese officers asked the translator Li Chao why he had not seen Ip Man for so long, and asked Sato and Li Chao to find Ip Man. Later, they found Ip Man in the cotton factory. Then Japanese officers led troops to the cotton factory to capture Ip Man and asked him to teach Chinese martial arts to the Japanese army. Ip Man refused to teach Chinese martial arts to Japanese soldiers and also challenged Japanese officers, hoping to arouse the awakening of the Chinese people in the form of martial arts competition. Finally, on the day of the competition, the two had a fierce life and death battle in the ring. Chinese Wing Chun versus Japanese Karate. Chinese martial arts versus Japanese martial arts. In the end, the Japanese officers was no match for Ip Man and finally fell in front of Ip Man Wing Chun. When everyone was cheering, he was shot by Sato. Fortunately, Li Jiao rushed forward and only injured Ip Man's shoulder. Everyone rushed forward, and the Japanese army could not resist. Finally, with Zhou's help, Ip Man escaped Foshan and went to Hong Kong. Ip Man is a gripping biographical martial arts film that chronicles the life of the legendary Wing Chun master. Ip Man, portrayed by Donnie Yen, set against the backdrop of 1930 Foshan, China. The movie captures the essence of a tumultuous era, marked by the Japanese invasion during World War II. At its core, Ip Man is a story of resilience, honor, and the pursuit of justice in the face of adversity. The film masterfully portrays Ip Man as a stoic and principled martial artist, dedicated to preserving the integrity of Wing Chun, while navigating the challenges of war-torn Foshan. One of the film's most compelling aspects is its depiction of Ip Man's unwavering commitment to his principles amidst the chaos of war. Despite facing oppression and hardship under Japanese rule, Ip Man refuses to compromise his values or collaborate with the enemy. Instead, he chooses to stand up for his beliefs, inspiring others with his courage and determination. The movie's action sequences are another standout feature, showcasing breathtaking choreography and intense martial arts battles. Donnie Yen's portrayal of Ip Man is both captivating and authentic, capturing the grace, precision, and power of Wing Chun with unparalleled skill. Moreover, Ip Man offers a poignant exploration of the human cost of war, highlighting the sacrifices made by ordinary people in the pursuit of freedom and dignity. Through its compelling narrative and rich character development, the film immerses viewers in the struggles and triumphs of Ip Man and his fellow citizens as they strive to reclaim their autonomy and identity in the face of oppression. Overall, Ip Man is a cinematic masterpiece that transcends the martial arts genre, offering a poignant and powerful portrayal of one man's journey to become a symbol of hope and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. With its compelling storyline, dynamic action sequences, and stellar performances, Ip Man is a must-watch film that leaves a lasting impression on audiences worldwide.